Great, thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. It is 1:30, and I now call this meeting of the Palm Beach County Commission on Ethics to order. Commissioner Kreidel, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Clerk, will you please take the roll?
Commissioner Cruz, Commissioner Kreidel,
Present.
Chair Kugler, Commissioner Romano,
Here.
Vice Chair Guevara Garcia.
Here.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we're going to move on to introductory remarks. Do you have introductory remarks, Commissioner? No? Commissioner Kreidel? No. Great. We'll move right along to Section 5 then. Approval of the minutes from the July 6th meeting. Do we have a motion?
Move approval of the minutes as published.
All right. Motion was made by Commissioner Romano, seconded by?
Second.
All right. Seconded by Commissioner Kreidel. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries unanimously. We'll proceed now to the advisory opinions on the consent agenda. First, we have advisory opinion 23-016. Do we have a motion to approve as published?
Madam Chair, I move approval of the consent agenda.
Oh.
I move approval of the entire consent agenda as published.
Thank you. Do I have a second?
Second.
All right, seconded by Mr. Kreidel. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The motion carries unanimously. Next, is there any items that anyone wishes to pull from the consent agenda? Hearing none, we will move on to Executive Director comments from Executive Director Kelly.
Thank you. We are 6 months into the second year of our 5-year strategic plan, so I wanted to give you a little update on the goals that we have been working on for the first 6 months of 2023. The final outcomes and the numbers will be in our annual report in December. So goal number 1 was to provide exceptional service delivery. The objective for this was to manage COE operations, priorities, and evaluations of programs, services, and projects. In 2023, we have continued with our updates on this, made revisions and tracking of identified action steps for this goal. As a part of this goal, we continue to utilize our customer satisfaction surveys, which we give out at all of our in-person trainings. In the first 6 months of 2023, 91 customers voluntarily took these surveys regarding our work. 100% reported they are satisfied with COE programming. 89% reported that they have previously heard about the COE and its mission. 98% found the COE program was very helpful in understanding how to incorporate the Code of Ethics into their daily work. 97% felt more confident in their abilities to serve the public, coworkers, and employer with honesty, integrity, and character after participating in the COE programming. And 99% believe that ethical instruction, knowledge, and practices are essential for community well-being. So these are, again, the customer satisfaction surveys are things that we monitor throughout the year to see if there's anything that we need to update and to make those changes. Also part of Goal 1, we created a marketing plan which to promote and raise awareness of the COE, and we will be implementing that when we have the education and communications manager position filled. Goal number 2 is to maintain and motivate a highly skilled and agile team. The objective for this was to ensure a workplace environment that welcomes and supports COE employee engagement and development. And we continue with this to work on workflow efficiencies and commitment to delivering the highest levels of service to those that we serve. And goal number 3 is to overhaul and improve the COE website. The objective for this is to engage and inspire individuals to support the COE mission. In 2023, we continue our updates and changes to the website to create a more consistent and updated web experience. And I thank Ms. Levesque for ensuring that we get everything updated on there. Future plans will be to enhance our website with more social media presence, to make the website navigation easier to use, to continue to monitor our key performance indicators, such as the number of pages people visit, the number of new users we have, and things like that, and the time they spend on each page. Goal number 4 is to enhance our comprehensive education program. The objective here is to deliver COE training that is efficient, effective, and accessible. The COE successfully obtained in 2023, as you know, a budget for an education and communications manager. We are in the hiring process there, I'm happy to announce. So hopefully we'll have somebody starting in September. And so they will be the one that's dedicated to designing and delivering training programs and services, updating all of that with us. We'll also review and update and create more custom tailored trainings and publications and videos for our website and for in-person trainings. And then goal number 5 was organization and community partnerships. Again, the objective for this is to foster community outreach and partnerships to strengthen the COE's presence and services. The COE is in the very early stages of this goal, and again, it will be spearheaded by the Education and Communications Manager. Plans for this include self-assessments of our current partnerships and outreach strategies, and collaboration and engagement with other agencies and individuals within Palm Beach County. So that was just a brief update on where we are so far for the first 6 months of 2023 with our strategic plan. In addition, since our last commission meeting, staff has spoken at several municipal meetings. We were at Westlake, Tequesta, Jupiter, South Bay, and Belle Glade. And then General Counsel Geiger has also held ethics trainings for the village of Tequesta. She has done 4 trainings so far this week, and then she has another 2 trainings tomorrow for the village of Tequesta. So we appreciate them having us come out. And again, we love doing the live trainings, in-person trainings, because the employees and officials get to ask questions. So we appreciate them allowing our staff to come out there and do those in-person trainings. And that is all the updates I have.
Wonderful, thank you so much. We will now move on to commission comments. Commissioner Romano? Commissioner Cardell? None? All right, any public comments today? Hearing none, we will, does anybody move to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn by Commissioner Romano?
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Cardell. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Hearing none, we are adjourned.
Okay, I believe everyone is on now. Madam Clerk, how do you want to handle it? Do you want everyone to announce that they're here?
Yes.
20, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready to proceed if everyone else is. Are we on the
Okay.
record?
Let me get a go ahead from Channel 20 and we will begin.
Okay.
Standing by. Madam Hearing Officer, we are live and on the air. You may begin.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Good afternoon, everyone. Let's go ahead and call this case to order. This is the case of Edward Lynch, case number C23-002. And if I could have everyone who is in attendance to make an appearance for the record, please.
This is John Cleary. I am the advocate.
Okay, I heard from Edward Lynch, right?
Yes.
Okay, and Mr. Cleary, I heard you, I believe.
Yes, I'm sorry, I was talking over. This is John Cleary, the commission advocate.
Okay.
Gina Levesque, intake and compliance manager for the Commission on Ethics.
Danielle Freeman, minutes clerk for the clerk's office.
Abigail Rosari, Palm Beach County Commission on Ethics investigator.
Christy Kelly, Executive Director, Palm Beach County Commission on Ethics.
I believe that's all, Madam Hearing Officer.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. So we're here today trying to schedule the dates for the final hearing, as well as the the pre-hearing matters and case management. Do we have a date for the final hearing yet?
We have not scheduled one.
No.
I have
Okay.
the chamber's calendar available to me, so when you narrow down the dates, I can let you know if the chambers are available.
Okay. Well, I'll open it up to the parties. Are there any suggestions for when you believe you'll be ready for the hearing? I'll start with you, Mr. Cleary.
I think we're going to need a little bit of lead time because there's some witnesses to organize. I'm thinking approximately 30 days out.
Okay. Mr. Lynch, do you want to be heard as to the date of the final hearing?
No, it's going to be a little difficult. I kind of have to wait for Mr. Cleary, depending on his witnesses and what he has for an exhibit list or whatever. That'll determine somewhat what else I would consider. Other than that, I'll be able to provide exhibit lists. Pretty quick on what I think that I'll need, but depending on what his ultimate strategy kind of leans towards, then I may augment that somewhat.
Okay. Do you believe that you can be ready for hearing within 30 days?
I don't think so. I mean, it all depends what we say about pre-hearing motions and what schedule you have for that, and then discovery deadlines, and witnesses that he has, whether he plans on deposing or if he's going to use witnesses' statements. So if he's going to depose a witness, then I might need a little bit more time depending on what he's. I don't know their strategy right now. I know I know what I've seen as far as his recommendation, but other than that, I'm kind of in the dark.
If I could say this,
okay.
I'm not going to conceal my strategy. I'm not coming to try to hide something from you. Whatever you've seen in the preliminary reports is only going to be fleshed out more with live testimony from me and my witnesses. There are going to be no surprises or strategies other than the straightforward attempt to show exactly where we charge the 2 violations and what we need to prove those through the witnesses we've already provided.
Does that help you, Mr. Lynch, in any way?
I didn't know I was being asked to unmute. I just heard that there are 2 issues that will be addressed, Mr. Cleary, where the recommendation only had 1, just the misuse. So have you added the second corrupt misuse?
It was the one issue with the 2 charges, the 2 code articles, the 2 violations alleged in the code and the preliminary finding for the request for probable cause. It's only 1 recommendation, but it's the 2 code articles that I cited previously that I'd be relying upon.
Yeah, the recommendation that I saw only had the 1 misuse, so I'll look at that.
All right. And maybe you and I should talk again. I know I called yesterday and didn't get a response, but maybe you and I should talk again about this. I don't have any interest in sandbagging you. I want to make this as straightforward as possible, and we could talk about that if we need to.
Yeah, no, I'm happy to. I'm on West Coast right now, and my coverage has been spotty, and I just had a guy that was working for us quit, and so I had to just cover for him for the past couple of days. So I went from 3 meetings a day to 9 meetings a day. So I actually had to cancel 2 during this time. I'm not saying woe is me. I'm saying that's the reason I wasn't able to take your call yesterday.
No worries. And my point is this. I'm not trying to sandbag you or hide any information. I'm going to try to keep this as directly as possible. And in our case, all we're doing is putting witnesses in front of those allegations that you already know. There's no surprises.
Okay, well, let's discuss that then for sure.
Do you think you'll be able to do this within 30 days? Because that's what I'm asking for is our time frame.
Yeah, as long as everything that's there, then I don't see a problem with it. Obviously, I have a couple of pre-hearing motions, so if I have a deadline for that, I probably need maybe 10 days for that. if that's okay.
Why don't we do this? We'll give you maybe 14 days. We'll give you 2 weeks to file any pre-hearing motions, and then those motions, I guess, will be heard prior to the hearing, and then we can start the hearing depending on those motions, whether or not they're granted or not.
Yeah,
The
and
motion?
in the meantime, if you give me, was I unmuted? Sorry.
Oh, no. The motion deadline would be 2 weeks, and then the motions
Okay.
will be heard prior to the hearing.
Okay.
Does that sound acceptable?
And do you
Yeah,
want to
that should be
have,
fine.
what date do you want to have the final witness list and discovery list done? By next Friday?
Next Friday, please.
Okay, so we'll make the deadline for the exchange of witness lists and the evidence schedule next Friday, which is August 11th. Is everybody in agreement with that?
Yes.
Yes.
Mr. Lynch? Okay.
I believe he said yes.
Okay, thank you. Now, as far as a discovery deadline, can we use that same August 11th date, or do we need to push it out a bit?
Let's push
I
it out
thought
to the
that's what we were
18th,
talking
please.
about. Okay.
What do you propose, Mr. Cleary?
Can we do August 18th, please?
Any objection, Mr. Lynch?
You're muted.
No, ma'am.
Okay, you're good.
Mr. Lynch, did you say you're okay with the August 18th date for the discovery deadline?
Oh, yes, I did. I said that was fine.
Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure. I didn't hear you. And as far as, I know Mr. Cleary, we talked a little bit about the motions, and you said 2 weeks. You wanted about 2 weeks prior to the final hearing for the motions cutoff. Do you have a proposition for that deadline?
The 18th as well, please.
You got it. Any objection, Mr. Lynch?
Sorry, I have to keep unmuting. Sorry. No.
Okay.
No objection.
So I think the only thing left is to determine the date of the final hearing and come to an agreement on that. I'll ask Ms. Levesque, Gina, as to the calendar for chambers. Maybe
What
30 days
dates are you
out.
looking for? How long do you think it's going to take, Mr. Cleary, Mr. Lynch? 1 day, 2 days, half day?
I think this should probably take about 4 hours, probably.
Mr. Lynch?
Sorry. I keep hitting the thing when I'm not supposed to, and then it keeps going muted, muted. Sorry. The question was, I would think that it would, just be a day.
Okay. Any particular day of the week that you all are looking at, or date?
Let me think.
If we do September 7th is a Thursday. We currently have a commission meeting scheduled for 1:30. We can start and do it in the morning, or we can do it another day.
I think if we started at 9 o'clock in the morning, we'd probably be able to get it done for the most part. We did it on September 7th.
Mr. Lynch, September 7th, okay for you?
Yeah, as of right now, that seems fine.
Mr. Lynch, I got to
Okay.
caution you because right now, once we agree on these things, it's very hard to get them canceled or rescheduled. So when we agree on this one, this is going to have to be like, that's fine for now. It's not going to work. It's got to be, that's fine. So if there's another date that's better, we have to do that now, please.
Yeah, I don't see a problem with the date. I think the only thing that could possibly change something is, and again, we spoke and we'll speak offline that, you know, and you mentioned, you know, there's no surprises, no nothing, so we can discuss that. As long as there's nothing that, you know, out of left field, then it shouldn't be a problem. So I would say yes.
So let's do September 7th at 9 a.m., please.
Perfect.
Okay, I will schedule
All right.
it.
Excellent. All right, so the final hearing will be September 7th at 9 a.m. And my understanding is that we have to be finished by 1:30. Is that correct?
Yes.
I think we can name that tune by then.
Okay, I like it. All right, that sounds good.
And I will send you a proposed order listing all the dates that we just discussed for your review and signature.
Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Anything else that we need to cover from anyone?
Mr. Cleary
right,
said
hearing-
no.
Okay. All right. I heard no one speaking up, so I guess that we've covered everything that we need to cover here today. So I appreciate everyone for being here and for working together to come to agree on these dates. And you should be getting an order within the next day or two with all of these dates. All right?
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Lynch.
All right. Thank you, everyone. That concludes this hearing. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye-bye.